We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Alas, from returns for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. And the stock continues to break through support levels. The key support levels that we've talked about of $8. And now it's even below $7.50 and struggling to stay above $7. Now, the stock continues to go lower on today's trading day as we see it here below $7, but this all started since Wednesday of last week when the momentum started to fade pretty quickly after the announcement of possible layoffs and also closure of stores. Now, on top of that, while this stock was trying to find support above $8, there was tragic news that came out over the weekend. No one saw that coming. It is sad news in regards to the CFO, and here we are with the company sitting in a downward direction and not finding a support. Now, I've shared in yesterday's video my honest, humble opinion, and after today's market reaction so far, how the stock is moving, I'm going to break down my actual thoughts in today's video of what I'm seeing at these new levels. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up on the screen, these are some of the home runs I managed to find last week alone. And while it's not guaranteed to be this way every single day, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of our growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the three stocks I mentioned this morning, and every single one of them gave jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was ISEE. We caught this one in the pre-market pulling back under a bear indicator. Outflows had crossed, and we were watching for inflows to cross back over. It started gaining strength here. Inflows crossed back over, showing strength. Then it got that bull indicator leading up towards the bell, and after the bell, it continued with strength on 42 vision. The inflow stayed above the midpoint, and it hit a highest point of 30% plus, guys, within minutes to hours. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below to the Discord, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. And it continues to go lower, breaking through supports. And we're right now on 42 vision in a dip area. Now, there tends to be small reversals in these dip areas like it did here. But some are weaker and some are stronger, right? You could see how many times it's tried to reverse. This has been the strongest one recently, going from $8 all the way up to $9.96, almost a $2 move. But the others have been small. And right now, it hasn't found a bottom. It just continues to go into extreme weakness and white with red borders back to back. Now I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. And slots are now open for those interested. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. So here we are with BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. under a bear indicator here since Wednesday of last week, way up here at 1452, and then things continue to pull downwards, try to stay above $8, broke below it. We're now below also the next support of $7.50, and now we're below $7. Now, there's some key things to watch here that are super important in the whole entire process of this 30-minute chart. The first thing is when the bear indicator popped up, and the transitions began quickly from bright green to red. It skipped dark green on the way down, as you can see here. That's a dark green in between. None of that happened. This was pretty quick. And then it went all the way down to the dip area of white with red borders. And on top of that, we also have the inflows versus outflows, right? Getting crossed. The outflows got crossed through the midpoint, and since then it's been below it, and today was the first time it crossed the midpoint in the pre-market in this hidden divergence that turned out to be a fake out because the stock was falling while the inflows were picking up. Almost seems like there was so much outflows that whatever was trying to come in was actually getting canceled out. And if we zoom into the 5-minute, you could see here things were just falling, and this was the slight moment at the bell where it crossed over and it went from 714 to 774, a 10% jump, came right back down sideways and has been below it all this time. If we go ahead and zoom out towards the 15-minute, same exact thing. The pre-market was falling right at the bell. Inflows tried picking up, but you could see that it was below the midpoint in the bigger picture and quickly shifted from green to red and has stayed below it all this time. It needs to cross over the midpoint to actually have some strength. And on Friday, before any news that came out over the weekend, we were watching these inflows and we wanted to stay above it here, as you see there, and pull away from the midpoint on the 15-minute and on the 30-minute and not come back down. And today in the pre-market came back down, crossed that midpoint and continued lower, right? So the volatility at the bell turned out to be a fake out on the 5-minute, on the 15-minute, and on the 30-minute. Yes, it was trying to bring itself up and hold itself there, but things continue to come out, got crossed before the bell, and even on this jump up from $7 to 770s, you could see on the 30-minute that the outflows were dominating. It was below the midpoint and just continued to pull down to this point where we've continued to break through supports and we're below $7. And the more we zoom out, the more clear it gets, right? You go ahead and look at this from the 1 day. The outflows have been dominating for the last several days. We've been under red bars. We're under a bear indicator. It broke through the support of $8, $7.50, $7, and right now we're getting really close to that midpoint there as these outflows stay red, even though we're above the midpoint. Once it gets crossed, it could actually impact significantly the chart. So something to watch, right? And I'm going to be watching that carefully on the 1 day. If it holds above it, it could try to find support and have a dead cat bounce or some type of momentum back up, or even a short squeeze on squeezing some of the shorts at these levels, but not guaranteed, right? Just speculation. Now, on the 4 hour though, while all of this is going on, the inflows continue to pick up. They shifted from red to green last week. They continue green and they're trying to get closer to that midpoint. It's going to be important for it to cross back above to have any significant impact, right? The last time it crossed above was way back here on August 29th, and it went from $11 to highs of $15.47, and it surely got a bull indicator right after. And right now we're under a bear indicator since way up here at $12.76, and we were watching that carefully as well, because this bull indicator, if it got canceled, we could test newer lows as we're seeing right now. And if these outflows got crossed, and they have in the last several days of last week. And today though, someone is buying up the dip. I'm not sure if it's going to have enough strength to pull it back up, but if it crosses on the 4 hour, I'm going to be watching, most importantly, the 1 hour to follow with it, as it's right now below it, and then also on the same time the 30-minute pulling up and breaking out above those levels, right? Especially how the last time we crossed these midpoints on the 30-minute and the outflow started to dominate and we've been below it. Look at everything that it's done. So I'm going to be watching for this bear indicator to possibly get canceled by a bull indicator, and in the process, if a bull indicator pops up, for us to break above key resistance levels such as 776, and then above that getting back above 860s, and then talking about $9. Now to the downside, the next support is down towards 650, and then below that is $6. And I'm going to be watching if these inflows could pick back up and cross above the midpoint, or if these outflows will continue to dominate and pull further away from these midpoints on the different time frames, such as the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and also the 30-minute and the 1-day is at a pivotal area of either staying above it and leveling off before coming back up, or if it crosses it, impacting the chart tremendously. I mean, this was the last time that those outflows got crossed back in April at around $21, and it brought itself all the way down from 21 to lows here of 448, guys. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. Now, with all this news and the stock continuing to lose momentum, I mean, a lot of investors are probably losing hope, or at least some type of conviction for a short squeeze. And the squeeze mostly happened here from July towards August. I mean, that was a pretty big move from $4 to $30, but a lot of people were speculating of it happening again, and it's becoming less and less potential as the shorts continue to pile on, and those that were holding are selling out of their positions or getting shaken out. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. Do you think it still has a chance? And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be watching those inflow versus outflows and bull and bear indicators, and let's make some money.